Are you ready for a money reset? Watch this video to learn the 3 things that you need to focus on to completely transform your personal finances over the next 90 days. Okay, so what is a money reset? I'm going to walk you through the 3 pillars that I take each of my clients through over the 90-day period that I work with them in order to really get focused on a goal and make the systems and processes work to reach that goal. So those pillars are clarity, simplicity, and activity. Next week, we're going to start with clarity, and then in the following weeks, we'll look at simplicity and activity, and I'll break down each of those pillars and the questions that you can ask yourself and the work that you can do to get clear, simplified, and practicing those daily activities to reach your 90-day goal and to feel the amazing results of a complete financial reset. All right, you guys, let's start with clarity. Before you roll your eyes at me and say, Katie, you're like the billionth coach that's talking about clarity right now, well, it's for a good reason. So here's what I want you to do. I want you to sit down and either write or meditate or pray or journal, right? Whatever suits your fancy. I want you to think about this question. And that is, what exactly do I want from my money 1 year from now, 12 months from now? How do you want things to feel different? How do you want your financial situation to look different? And what are the specific things, those tangible things that you can write down, that you can think about, that you can picture 12 months from now? What is going to be different for you and your personal finances? Now, I know we're talking about a 90-day reset, but when we get going on the activities for the next 90 days, I want us to be focused on that 12-month goal. It's awesome to have big goals. If you have tens of thousands of dollars in debt and you're excited to pay it off over the next couple of years, or if you're saving up for your dream home, or if you want to leave your 9-to-5 to start a business and increase your income, all of those goals are amazing. And some might take longer than others. But for now, let's get super crystal clear on what is the first goal. What is the first set of things that we can work towards when it comes to our money, whether it's saving money, getting a system of budgeting down that makes sense, really focusing on how we're spending money and aligning how we're spending our money every single month with what actually matters to us. If you like this idea of a reset, then that tells me that there's something that we need to change. There's something we need to shift. And very often what that means is that we're focusing on the wrong thing. If you by default have been saving money for something that doesn't actually matter that much to you, if you've been putting time and energy towards things that really aren't good uses of your money right now, if you've been paying off certain debt when really you should be spending more time saving money, we want to get really clear about what is the best use of your money right now and what is the big problem with your finances that you actually want to be solving right now. We're spending time, energy, effort, and money on the wrong things. Part of getting really crystal clear with your money is what is the right thing to be focusing on? What is the right problem to be solving right now with your money? And that's something that we'll talk more about in next week's video. Okay, pillar number 2 is simplicity. If you've watched any other videos on my channel, you've heard me talking about decluttering and simplifying, some of my favorite tools and techniques when it comes to your finances and getting a reset going with your personal finances. We'll dig in a couple of weeks to all of the areas of simplifying that you can start looking at with your own personal finances, but here are a couple of tips that you can start working on right now when it comes to simplifying your finances. The first one is to figure out where you are on your journey. Figure out one thing that we're going to focus on. What is the one goal right now that we are working on? Hopefully your work in the clarity section has helped you identify what we're working towards. So now over the next 90 days, what are we saving for? What are we trying to pay off? I teach Dave Ramsey's baby steps, a really simple way to know exactly where you should be focusing your money on right now. So if you don't have a starter emergency fund, let's put all of our energy towards that. Don't worry about putting extra money on all of your debts. Don't worry about saving money in 18 different places. Start with at least 1 month's worth of expenses. I think that is a healthy emergency fund to have right now. If, on the other hand, you are focusing on paying off debt, you are excited to pay off debt over the next year, let's simplify your process, put together your debt snowball, and figure out exactly what you should be focusing on in the first month of your 90-day reset. So what what is the smallest debt on your debt snowball, what will be the quickest thing to pay off because it is the smallest total payoff amount, and that is what you're going to be focusing on. It's as simple as that. So I'll link the video right here that was out a couple weeks ago about decluttering your finances, and that's a really great start when it comes to simplifying. And pillar 3 is activity. Oh, I love me some activity. You guys, nothing is going to happen if you don't do something about the thing that you want to happen, right? When it comes to setting goals, I mean, who said it? I think it was James Clear, author of Atomic Habits, says we all have the same goals. We all want to be happy and healthy and fit and have money to do the things that we want to do and live our dreams and do work that matters, right? We all have the same goals, but what are you doing every single day? What are the actions you're taking each day? What are the habits that you have that you are trusting in over the long term are going to pay off for you? You have got to stop depending on this get rich quick, this pay off your debt overnight, this like everything happens with a magic pill. Our culture has got to let go of that and put our faith back in things working over time and putting in work and effort over time that pays off. When it comes to activity, we need to get really clear about what specific activities are going to align with that clarity that you talked about in pillar 1 and what is going to move you in the direction of your goal, even if it's going to take some time. So again, you guys, I'm going to go through each of these: clarity, simplicity, and activity. Each pillar is going to get its own video in which I will be sharing a lot of questions for you to ask yourself and ways that you can really get going on your own 90-day money reset. If you are itching for more right now, one great way to get started with your reset is to do your budget. You can watch this video, which shows you exactly how to put your budget together. If you're not putting a budget together, I don't know what you're doing with your money. You need to know where your money's going. So as far as clarity, simplicity, and activity goes, I mean, that is like the perfect trifecta of these pillars, is knowing exactly where our money is going, being super clear on that, taking the daily action to sort of remove the clutter and simplify. If there was a better thing you could do for your money and falling under each of those 3 pillars, I don't know what would be better than budgeting. So check out that video and make sure you are getting your budget prepared for the coming month. All right, my friends, that is it for today. Thank you so much for joining me. I hope you're looking forward to the series. I'm really looking forward to putting it together for you. Give this video a like, and please don't forget to subscribe to my channel. I will see you next week. I think that's it for today. All right, bye.